Well, it's Friday, and it snowed, sorta. Freezing rain, more of what we got here. It's cold, 25 degrees today. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It took me this long, or this late in the day, to get up to the cabin, just because it is so flippin' cold. And the ground is ice everywhere you walk, so it's really, really slick. Until you get up here into these leaves, and then it's not too bad. What a cold day. Won't be spending a whole lot of time up here at the cabin, I'm afraid. Me and Blue are not set up for this colder weather. But I thought I would capture some of this on film for you guys. Hotter summers, colder winters. What in the world is going on? Well, today I'm trying something new. Alpine Foods. It's a prepared food. This is a creamy potato cheddar soup. 2 cups of water boiling in the pouch, which I have opened up. You let it sit for 10 to 12 minutes with the thing zipped up, because it has a seal up lid here, which is nice. So yeah, I'm going to try that today. So water's on. We're cooking the water right now, so I'll get back to you on this guy and tell you how good or bad it is. From Michael and Jamie. Thank you very much. Well, I got a bit of a problem trying to eat my soup today. So I grabbed me a stick, piece of cedar, and I fashioned me out a spoon. Used my old knife here. I got in here and I dug all this out in the center. I just plowed out all that wood right here in the middle. Shaved the handle down a little bit to kind of fit. After I made that all work out, why I just took a piece of sandpaper here. Happened to have a 36 grit piece of sandpaper, and I just kind of did the handle just to smooth it up a little bit, since I'm going to eat all that soup. And I thought I got a fork, and I got a knife. Don't have a spoon. Sometimes having a cabin, and you don't have everything, you can't just go to your kitchen and grab you a big old tablespoon out of there and chow down. Well, sometimes you gotta provide. And that's what I call providing. No splinters. That is a plus. So I am going to grab my bag of soup here, stir it up, and let's see if she's ready to eat. And I think old Blue Boy here, he wants to help me. Right, bud? Now caution, a word of caution, bud. This could be very hot. Oh yeah, I got steam rolling off of her. What do you think, Papa? Doesn't that smell good? Who doesn't love a good potato soup, right? So here goes, guys. No, Blue, hold off. He goes, man, I'll have a lick of that. Smells good, don't it, bud? Let's let it cool just a second. By golly. That tastes like potato soup. But a little weak on flavor. You could use just a touch of salt, which I probably shouldn't put in there. And also my black pepper. I always black pepper everything. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. So far so good. And when I'm done eating my soup, I will come back and tell you how I thought it all went down. Because I'm sure old Blue, he's going to help me eat this. Well, I got to tell you guys, this stuff is not bad. Me and Blue both enjoyed it very much. It says there's enough in here to make 2 meals, which I don't think that's correct. I guess if you were a couple of real skinny, tall, lightweight, 100-pound backpackers, maybe, yeah, with something else. But for me and Blue, we managed to clean this up, and I think I could have ate the whole thing by myself. He probably got 1/3 of it. I ate 2/3. But that's lunch for the day. All it is, add water. you seal it up, wait 10 to 12 minutes, and it thickens up pretty good. I found out my little spoon I made worked at first, but it was just a little too soupy, and I actually ended up drinking it right out of the bag, because you can do that. If you take the bag, now before I couldn't hardly get the stupid thing to seal, and of course now it seals. But what I done is I went this way with the bag. I just kind of pinched it down like that, and I just drank right out of the bag. Worked pretty sweet actually, which is another plus, because here again, if you're out in the woods, if you're backpacking, out hiking for the day, and you take that and your jug of water, you got to heat that water somehow. But just get your water hot, put it in the bag, 10-12 minutes, ready to eat. And as it comes out of the bag, it's good enough. I add a little salt and pepper to it, I'm not going to lie. A little. Looking back, I could have added some more, but it was still good, very good. Garlic salt wouldn't have hurt this one little bit. I didn't do that, however. I was trying to experience all the flavors that it actually comes with. It does have some pretty good peppers in there, like red and green. Every once in a while you get some of those in your mouth, and that was kind of a kicker. I liked it. It went very well with this. So I do highly recommend this brand. I'll have to find out from Michael where they got this. I'm not sure if it was Cabela's or where, but somewhere they bought me a couple of meals. They got a scramble, a breakfast one, and I'm really not big on those scrambles because you add water to these powdered eggs. I think they just taste like crap. But now that I've ate this, I'm going to have an open mind, and I will try that, and I will video it, and I'll tell you all about it. Good, bad, or indifferent, okay? But so far, me and Blue, this guy here is a hit. All right, let's start our day. All right, item number 1, item number 2. Let's start a fire, shall we? Got the fire going, got the skillet on the stove. We're getting things hot here. Getting ready for my cousin Steve to come see me today. December 29th, Thursday, after Christmas. We're going to have a little get together. That will be coming right up. Yeah, check out my little Christmas tree bulbs. They didn't like the weather. Check this red guy out, huh? See if I can't get you in focus here. There we go. Yep, the gold one, they're all peeling. We got weather 2-3 days in the 20s. It was ice rain, not really snow, but it was very, very cold out here. Looks like my bulbs didn't like it very much. You hear that rushing sound? Yep, that time of year. We have a raging river going on here. Check that out, fellas. Huh? You need water? Got water. But it only runs in the winter. Summertime she shuts off on me. That's kind of a bummer. Well, I just had to throw them on the old burner here. My wood stove was doing a good enough job, but I don't want to wait all day on these dudes to cook. I like them a little bit semi-burnt. Lots of seasoning, which we have lots of seasoning. So Steve don't show up pretty quick, I can just throw it right back on the old wood stove, keep it warm. In the meantime, moving over to the wood stove, I have, let me grab my hot pad because this puppy do get warm. Voila, Polish sausage. It's not homemade, it's store-bought. Sorry, Steve. We could do better, right? Cowboy coffee's on the stove, keeping it warm. We're just waiting for old Steve to get here, and I'll throw the eggs on. I'm not sure if I can cook them on the stove or the camp stove, but one way or another, we got our bases covered. Come on, Steve.
Okay, we got chips.
So your dad liked checkers, huh?
Probably because he could beat us all.
Did he do that your whole life? You kids?
No,
Pretty much, or?
once we hit high school age, we were gone. We had 3 houses back at the creek. So as soon as church was over, we were gone.
Well, I think we were that way too, especially on Sundays. We never want to hang around. Now, does red go on red or red go on black?
No, we're all on.
We're going to figure that out.
We're all on black, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was watching my.
We got extras here?
No. I was watching my.
Oh, got 3 rows.
My niece's boys playing chess the other day when we had the Christmas dinner. And they're just little, well, they were little guys, they're big tall guys now, but still kids. And they were just moving pieces. They go, how do you guys know what you're doing? And the older one says, well, the younger brother's name was, can't think of his name now.
Okay.
Brandon. He goes, Brandon doesn't know how to play very well. She goes, I usually beat him in a few moves. He goes, but he'll learn. He'll learn by getting beat.
You do.
So.
Well, and you do. It is strategy, and I know that my grandson, him and I were playing a game of chess. I said, you know how to play chess? He goes, yeah. He goes, I've played chess before. Yeah. I'm like, but he was like 12. And I go, but who, in this day and age, he's 16 now, 12 years old and he already knew how to play chess. I said, well, are you any good? He goes, well, I think so. I said, you want to play a game? He goes, well, I'll beat you. I said, I doubt that.
So do you play chess?
Yeah, oh yeah, I played chess since I was in school.
Really?
High school.
Really?
But I like chess. Chess is a good game.
And
very strategizing.
And that was kind of what I was getting how these 2 kids are playing, because you could tell the one guy knew what he was doing.
Right.
And even when his brother would make a bad move, he go, no, I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah. It's like, don't take your finger off of it. Yes. That's not good. What? Yeah. So him and I played a game of chess. And it was really going quite well. We were kind of knocking a few guys off here and there. We're piddle-dinking around getting some things done. And as we're playing, I made a move that I probably shouldn't have made. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh shit.
I get 2, but I lose 1.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. So as we're playing, my king was sitting out here, and nobody was in front of him. And so he just takes his king, slides him over, and he goes, checkmate. And I went, what? Because I had 2 blockers here.
Okay,
and
but
2 blockers here. I had nowhere to go but here.
Yeah.
I couldn't move him. I couldn't move out of the way. He had me. He tagged me in. And I'm looking at him going, hey, how'd you do that? I mean, it's like king against king. And it's like, he goes, well, Pop, you weren't paying attention.
No,
and I go, I guess not. I was so confident that he does not know how to play the game. And I am surely going to win this game.
And sometimes that's your downfall. Because
that's exactly right. That overconfidence can kick your butt, man. My turn?
I don't know.
I think so. Let's just move one.
Okay.
Let's just get the game over with. We have no idea where this is going, but we're going. We're moving them. Oh, this is looking like trouble. I'm probably going to lose a bunch here. Yeah, well, let's just do that. I have no idea. Like I say, it's been too many years.
Yeah, me too. I just figured that the sooner I move one, the easier it's going to come together.
We're going to start a domino effect here, what we're going to do, ain't we?
Okay. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. What? Oh, man, you got me boxed.
Oh, I think so. I think I made.
You got me boxed all the way up.
That's good. I'm going to keep moving my back guys up then.
Okay.
And then we're going to run out of movements, and then we're all in trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do like the English and just hop across the pond? Is that legal? Probably not. Gosh darn it. Well,
It's been at least 50 years since I played this game.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
I don't know. I may have. They got Cracker Barrels. They have big checkerboard games on their big tables out front, and I wouldn't be afraid to bet 10 years ago I probably played that. So see there, I may be one up on you, which is not going to help me one iota. Wow. Well, if I move this guy, you could tag off 2 and make a king. That would be really good. Boy, I tell you, you've got me in a bad spot now.
I think forcing somebody to play
I think so.
is part of the strategy.
I think we're going to be... Gosh, I don't want to do that. Because if I move him, you're going to cook off 2 of them. So, let's just... It looks like whatever I do, you're going to get 2 of my guys.
And don't ask me how I got to that point.
I don't either. But I'm going to go ahead and give you one because I got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no way around that.
And I didn't have a choice but to take them, so...
Nope. So now what?
And then Dad would sit there and click the chips, and that was just
Rattle,
break all your cards.
Yep. Like, oh! Well, here we go again. I mean, I got to move them somewhere. I just got to. So I'm wide open, mister. King. Well, you got little king sides on there, too.
Yep.
Okay, let me turn this off so they don't know how bad it's going to finish. We don't want them to know.
But we're doing pretty good so far.
I know. Yeah, well, that's where we're at in the beginning of the game. Looks like Steve's got a pile of red, and I got one. Well, actually, I got 2 black because I kinged one of his.
But the game's not over yet.
No, we're still cooking. Here we go.
And before you know it, you took up a couple rolls. Find out they're no good.
Well, so far, Steve has got these 2 black fellas here. They're kings versus my 1 king.
But it's not over.
The game ain't over. There for a while, he was kicking my butt. Then it turned around, I was whooping on him. And now he's 2 against 1, so we'll see how this goes, folks. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm moving in for the kill, mister. Okay, so you got 1 move.
I don't. It's over.
That's it. Okay, looks like I got him. Look at that. Holy moly. Now that's checkers.
That's checkers.
I swear to God, mister, let me get his face. Get his face. I won.
First time in 50 years, and I still get beat.
Isn't that something? Yeah. And like I said, I probably played at Cracker Barrel 10 years ago, and I probably lost. So I'm feeling pretty good now. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What we're having for supper tonight. Well, what the hey, man? Who I would have bet money I'd have lost on this.
And I
Good
can't
Lord, man.
predict how it goes.
Nope.
And after a while, you can see that, oh no.
It's drifting the wrong way.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I felt that way almost the whole game.
Well, I didn't feel
Honestly.
I didn't feel it until we started drifting back this way. And then I knew I was going
Once I had you kind of working back and working back, I got you that.
Once you had me on the run.
Yeah, I had you.
I had nowhere to go.
Wow. Army versus Marines. And today, we finally got a win.
But we're all on the same side.
We are. Hey, and we're all United States, right?
Yeah.
That's all it really. Okay, seems like we got a situation here. Looks like I drove right between Steve's 2 checkers here. Remember, he's black. Black. I'm red. I'm in the middle. Now.
And one of me is going to lose.
Yeah, he can move one of those, but not both. So it looks like I'm going to get me a king. Okay, Steve, make your move, man.
I got to run.
Okay, my guy's coming in. We're coming over. Bada boom, bada bing. Whoops. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
Okay, now we are 1-on-1.
We are serious.
So we're going to wrap this up, folks. Hang on. It's going to get serious.
Yeah.
Okay, today me and Steve threw a little Irish cream in our cowboy coffee, and boy, I tell you, that's a treat. What a treat.
For him, he got kind of screwed over by the investors.
Right. Right.
They took him to the cleaners.
Well, and it's like when Uncle Ed started Kendall Country Sausage back in the day, he wanted nothing but high quality meat, no fillers.
Yeah.
And all these companies, won't name names, but all the big boys that are in the supermarkets today use fillers.
Yep.
And he would not refuse to do that. He wanted to produce a product that was solid meat. And when he went to sell the company, Aunt Ann said that all the companies had to use filler. They just could not make it like he made it.
Huh.
And so she wouldn't sell the companies to all these people because of that. Well, when it come right down to it, the last guy in was Old Trapper. and that's who bought his company. It was Old Trapper.
Okay.
And they were going to run it as close to Uncle Ed's ingredients as they could,
Yeah.
without 100%.
Yeah.
They just couldn't do that. So she sold it to him reluctantly because she had to sell the company to somebody,
Yeah.
and so they got it.
And from what we heard, first he tried selling shares to everybody around because he'd rather be owned by the community rather than, but he couldn't get enough money that way, so he went for investors, and they pretty much used it for
Right.
a bank.
Right.
They just took all his money.
Yeah.
So,
Which is sad.
Yep.
Yep.
Because here he's a hard-working, trusting guy.
Sure, you bet.
And
Well, back in them days, you're a lot more honest than they are
And
now.
he would rather be working, making stuff than cooking books.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. But like we were talking earlier about our childhoods, and Steve's family, just like my family, we all had smokehouses in our backyard. And your dad had a, like you said, lean-to that was on the side of the barn.
Yeah, inside the chicken coop.
Man, unbelievable.
But now we built a separate smokehouse off of it. It's got a concrete floor because it used to be a wellhead.
Oh.
And so built that as cedar. And it smells
Nice.
real good and stays nice and dry.
And you use it every year, don't you?
We use it 2 or 3 times a year
Yeah,
now.
that's
So
pretty good, man.
it's going to get fired up this week, and Cliff's going to make some jerky, and I'm going to throw a couple London broils in there.
Wow. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's nice when you have something like that and actually use it.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, Steve, who knows how to do that?
And if they do have a smoker, they got a little chief.
Right, right.
And they throw a couple pieces of meat in there, and
Yep.
oh, man, we're smoking jerky.
Yep.
So,
I remember years ago, before my mom passed, been 25, 30 years ago probably, she wanted a dehydrator. And so we took some plywood and we made this big, I don't know how big it was,
Yeah.
about 3 foot by 3 foot by 4 foot high.
Okay.
All these racks.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, and she was amazed. I said, "My God, Mom, how big a dehydrator do you need?" Well, we had a lot of fruit on the farm.
Yeah.
And pears, I found out, are delicious,
And,
dried.
and you can make your own raisins too.
Yeah.
Because we got one that's.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but we did do some jerky, and that worked well.
Yeah.
Not like a smoker, though. It's not the same thing.
But you-
Dehydrating and
But you can dry your prunes. You can dry,
that's true.
dry your plums.
Yes, exactly. And we did a lot of that. We made, and boy, I tell you, it worked great. I remember it was something out of the Popular Science magazine, and
Yeah.
we took their ingredients and made it all happen, and it worked great. It was just a light bulb that ran it,
Yep.
and a little tiny fan to circulate the air
And
inside.
I think it had a heating element in there too.
Ours didn't. I think ours was just a light bulb only. It had no heating element of any kind.
Because ours had the light bulb,
And a heating
a
element?
heating element, and then there was a thermostat on the
Yeah,
side.
we had a fan. Just all we had was a light bulb and a fan, but I think it was a big bulb, like it might have been 100 watt.
Okay.
But it took, I remember it was 2-3 days. It wasn't like a quickie deal.
And
It took some time.
And there's probably quite a bit of heat come off that bulb.
Oh, it did, and I think we were doing it in the
hot.
summertime too. We weren't really doing it in the winter that I ever recall doing it, but it worked great. It was a good unit. But you know, your smokehouse, we were talking about when we were kids, and your dad had a lean-to. My dad had one that was either a 4x4 or 4x6, 6x6 something. Looked like an outhouse
Yeah.
with a dirt floor, a fire ring in the center, had racks in the top where
Yeah.
he'd put his meat in and
Yeah.
smoke it.
Yeah.
And I was just telling Steve how when we were kids, we'd play cowboys and Indians, and the bad guy always got to go in the smokehouse, so we always wanted to be the bad guy. So we go in that smokehouse, smell that beautiful smell. Terrible thing.
That
Now
was
we're-
prison. That
no
was
wonder we all grew up a bunch of outlaws, see? That's why we're all in jail.
Oh, Lordy.
Somehow they miss me.
Yeah.
I love it, I love it.
Hey, buddy, how you doing down there?
Buddy,
You
okay?
haven't said much. You gonna come
You've
out
been
and say
pretty
hi?
quiet.
You gonna come out and say hi?
Yep, I can see him under there. Hi,
Hey.
buddy.
Come
Hi,
on.
buddy.
Come on.
Yeah, Blue couldn't
Come
be
on.
here today.
Come
We didn't
on
want
out
no
here,
troubles.
say hi. Come on.
There he is.
Come
Hi,
on.
buddy. Oh, he goes, I'm dang near stuck. Are you getting stoved up, pup?
He's got his butt up against
There you
the
go.
cross.
There you go. Oh, the board under the
Yeah.
table. He's trying to stand up and can't. He's like, what is
Here
wrong?
I am. Here
All
I am.
right, there you go, buddy.
Wow.
Let me bring you into focus, you pretty dog. Look
What
at
do you
that
think?
big boy.
What do you think?
He's a sweetheart. He's a quiet dog, isn't he?
What
That's
you
a good
talking-
thing, though.
What you talking, buddy? Huh? What you
He's a
talking?
sweetheart. Good
You
boy,
got a fluffy
buddy.
tail. You got a fluffy tail. You're spoiled.
Yeah, he's hanging with me and Steve today.
Stretch him out.
He's being a Royal Guard dog.
Stretch him out. Why?
Love it. Well, guys, another video done. I had my cousin Steve up here, played a game of checkers. We went 3 rounds. I won the first round. Steve won the second round. And then the third round. Well, I don't know how to describe that. I'm not sure how in the world I won that third round. Steve got 2 of my guys, and that's all he got. I slaughtered him on the third game, and I'm not really sure how I done that. So, I haven't played checkers in a long time. He hadn't played in probably 40, 50 years. He was rustier than I was. But I'm pretty rusty too. And I told him, I said, man, you outgo, no telling who's going to win this. But I actually won 2 out of 3, and I was shocked. I had no clue. It's like when you get rolling and you're ahead, it's almost like a steamroller. At least that's how it was for me. So anyway, good times by all. Had a good breakfast together. We sit and chit-chatted for 2 to 3 hours today. Enjoyed the heat. 65 degrees up here in the cabin today, and it's about a 45-degree day outside. So very warm in here. We had to crack a window. A little too warm maybe. But we enjoyed ourselves, talking about old times, and he had a tree house with a wood stove in it. And I thought, who does that? Tree house with a wood stove. That was back in the 60s and 70s, people. So a little ahead of his time too. Had a great day. Love having Steve come up. Man, I tell you, and if I'd film all that and have you guys listen to all our BS stories, man, I don't know if we'd just bore you to death or you'd enjoy it. So I try not to do too much. I thought the smokehouse thing was pretty important because I know as a kid growing up, most farmers had a smokehouse in their backyard. It was a given. One of those things. So without further ado, folks, I'd just like to say happy holidays to everybody. Glad you could be here. We had a really great day, my cousin and I. So look forward to the next time he comes out. Steve, buddy, I'm telling you, you're a lot of fun, pal. Waiting on the next time. And we will have him back out again. Can't get enough of that guy. Alright, folks. Adios. See you on the next one. And remember, please live your life carefully. Oh yeah. Thank you, subscribers. All you guys keep subscribing. I like it. Keep it up. I'm going to be around. You be around. Remember, I'm your guy. Right here, Cabin Time, Oregon.